And we come back to action here at Flonationals on Fox College Sports.
Up next at 125 pounds is Zane Richards versus Kagan Squire.
Hi, I'm Zane Richards from Carbondale, Illinois, one-time state champion junior. And just say hello to all my family, and I'm here to win a national title.
I'm Kagan Squire. I'm from Wadsworth, Ohio. I wrestle at Wadsworth High School. I'm a 3-time state placer, and I wrestle 125.
All right, we're going to pick up action at 125 pounds, 1 minute into the finals. And the black singlet with the red stripe down his side, no headgear. That's Kagan Squire. He's taking on Zane Richards, black singlet, yellow on the back, wearing the headgear.
Kagan Squire from right down the road in Wadsworth, Ohio. Zane Richards from Southern Illinois, Carbondale. Squire is a 2-time state finalist here in Ohio, hasn't been able to get over the hump. Richards, a state champ in Illinois. Both of these guys are top 10 wrestlers in the country. Both are juniors, so this is a match a lot of college coaches are going to have their eye on.
Nice.
Squire is one of the toughest kids in the country to score on, keeps very good position, is going to wrestle a lot of 2-1, 3-2 matches. Richards a little more dynamic on his feet, but so far in the first minute and 40 seconds, Squire has been able to dictate pace and make.
Oh, and driving an ankle on the edge, looking for the takedown. He's still got that left toe in, so action's going to continue. That's Zane Richards, and the ref stalemates it, says action's not going to improve. We're going to come back to the center with 12 seconds to go in the first period.
Richards almost draws first blood. The first takedown is a huge indicator of who's going to win matches.
Yes. I wish I knew a stat on that, but I'm sure it's high.
Yeah, you need the people who do all those weird statistical analysis of baseball that undertake some of these wrestling projects.
I like it. So we're going to get a coin flip going into the second period, and it's Green's choice. That's Richards. He's going to choose to go down to start the second period. It's going to be Squire on top, so your time on the far right there is going to start going up for red because Squire is going to start scoring right in time. And Squire immediately throws the legs in. Richards up to his feet. See if they call this potentially dangerous. They let action continue.
And now Squire getting dangerously high. If Richards had a chance to shake him forward, but Squire settles his hips back and now is firmly in control on top.
Yeah, he's got to stretch forward. He's arching, which means his opponent's got a lot of pressure on his hip and back area. And it's tough to get out from underneath that. Squire doing a really nice job riding on top.
And this is where he makes his money. He's a tough defensive wrestler and brutal in the top position.
And they're going to call that dead with a stalemate. No action not going anywhere. We're going to get a whistle start, 1:21 to go here in the second period. Now 39 seconds of riding time built up for Kagan Squire.
Richards, as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, hails from Carbondale, Illinois. It's the southern part of the state, not the wrestling hub. Most of the wrestlers you hear of are from the Chicago area. That tends to be the powerhouse part of Illinois. Richards a little outside of the box from down in the southern part of the state.
Nice job representing that part of the state as he's climbing right at a minute of riding time now, and it looks like Richards really isn't going anywhere anytime soon. He's back to double boots, both legs in. And again, he's got him stretched out flat. We get a stalemate.
Richards just balling up for dear life underneath. 50 seconds left. Squire now up over that minute of riding time.
And somebody jumped the gun there. We're going to get another fresh start here. Richards to his feet. It's important that he gets to his feet right away because if not, as we see, Squire's just doing a nice job throwing these legs in. And again, he's going to try to get him flat. Again, like you said, he's a little bit high, though, like he was earlier. Will Richards be able to take advantage of this?
Golden opportunity for Richards. He can't quite peel that leg. Squire almost breaks him back down.
Both of them in. Wow, that's a lot of pressure on your back right there. That is a lot of pressure. Kagan Squire driving forward. Zane Richards hasn't gone down yet, but they're going to blow that dead again. Stalemate.
Impressed with how strong he was for as deep as Squire's grip with his legs was. Kind of hard to believe Richards didn't immediately fold down to the mat.
Yeah, and that riding time up to 1:43. That's a big advantage for Squire as we're going to move into the end of the second period here. 16 seconds to go. And Richards desperately needs to score.
It's not mathematically clinched yet, but it's going to be tough to envision a scenario where Zane Richards is going to be able to erase that riding time, as Kagan's going to go for the entire 2 minutes in this second period.
Richards up to his feet, looking to score at the end. No. Hanging on to the leg and maintaining that 2-minute riding time control and not giving up a point is Kagan Squire. He's going to move into the third.
Up 1-0, essentially.
And so he's going to elect to give his opponent an escape so they can wrestle back on their feet. So he's going to give Squire a point so that he can attempt to get a takedown.
He'll give himself the full 2 minutes to try and score, and he in the first period really is the only one that had an opportunity to score with that just miss on the edge. However, scoring on Kagan Squire is not a lot of people can say they've done that. You see Squire's doing a nice job controlling ties, being able to slow Richards' game down.
Shot on the edge, they go out of bounds. We're going to come back to the center. 1:32 to go in this match. Kagan Squire 1-0 lead here in the third period.
And 1+ has that riding time point almost definitely coming, as we're about 25 seconds, 30 seconds from it being mathematically clinched. And the big advantage the riding time point will give him is up as has a stall warning coming, or a stall warning just hit. So now if he continues to be defensive, he's going to get hit and give up a point, but he has that extra point to play with because of the riding time.
Very nicely done by Squire. And Zane Richards takes a shot. They scoot out of bounds. We'll come back to the center. Just over a minute to go. And riding time, as we said earlier, not typically in the high school rules here at Flow Nationals. We want the college coaches to see these guys wrestle under the college rules so they know what kind of guys they're looking at. And the riding time now is clinched up for Squire.
And mat wrestling is the biggest difference between high school and college wrestling, as guys are so much better in all three phases and not just being able to take guys down like you see a lot of high school wrestlers.
Squire wants to stay inbounds. He wants that clock to burn. He doesn't want to take his opponent out of bounds.
Circles back in with 20 seconds left.
Notice now he's eager to get out of bounds as Zane Richards is about to score. Second time they go out of bounds as Richards is in a scoring attempt.
And that's the advantage of being able to dictate position, is as soon as you get in trouble, you're on the edge where you want to be. You can circle yourself out and get a fresh start.
He took full advantage of that. It's a 2-0 lead with the riding time. Zane Richards coming forward, looking for a takedown. And there's that second stall call you spoke of, and the riding time is the difference there.
So 2-1 lead for Squire, and Richards going to need to score right off the whistle. He can't. And Kagan Squire's your champion, 125 pounds.
Nicely done by Squire. It was the second period ride out that made the difference. Kagan Squire, extremely tough on top, extremely tough to score on his feet. And he is now your 2011 125-pound Flow Nationals champion.